Karibu sana. And you know what? We've been talking about Pwani Innovation Week, and we mentioned it yesterday. We've been talking about it. And it began yesterday from 9 all the way mpaka. We left around 5:30. What tulikawia sana. And today, just want to tell you a few things that will be happening. Leo, you don't want to miss one. You don't want to miss this one. So at around 9, from 9. So in the morning, guys started it with a workout. Of course, morning workout at Mamangina Drive. And this is by Pwani Innovators. And if kama ni wewe mtu unapenda exercise, we do this every single day. We'll be doing it for the week. But then also today we'll be having keynote addresses from different dignitaries. One of them being our chief mentor Mahmood Noor at Soilipota Foundation. Another one is Harith Mohammed, is a youth leader. We will also have Dr. Kevin Desai, Chairman Pwani Innovation Week, and Kalkidan Mulugeta is she's a chair lady, Board of Management Soilipota Foundation. And then also we will have His Excellency Ambassador Peter Maddens, that is the Belgium ambassador to the Republic of Kenya, coming in today. His Excellency Ambassador Anot Suke is a French ambassador. He's a French ambassador to the Republic of Kenya. And then Alex Chisosi, Chairman Truly Kenya Limited, and Salim Vuria, that is the Cabinet Secretary for Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports of Kenya. And we also have His Excellency Abdul Somad Sharif Nasir, that is Mombasa Governor. So today is the day. Today, Jana, we were getting you ready. Yesterday, we were just letting you know that we're getting started.
Leo ndio
ile siku yenye hufai kukosa.
Vigogo.
But I really liked what happened yesterday because the turn-up was good for day one. And people were settled. And you could tell that there was an urge, there was a need to learn.
Yeah, the good thing is kitu kizuri ni kwamba sehemu kubwa ya wale ambao kwamba walikuwa pale ni vijana, na hiyo ndio inafurahisha kwamba kesho yetu tunaipanga leo.
Yes.
Na Pwani Innovation Week ni sehemu kubwa ya kesho yetu kupitia vijana.
Yes. And of course now in studio we have Chief Mentor Mahmood Noor, and I always say this. He is the reason why a lot of things have happened. Right? When you hear Soilipota Foundation, you relate it to Chief Mentor Mahmood Noor, right?
Direct.
When you direct, right?
Indirect ni direct.
Ni direct, right? Every single thing from inception all the way. When you hear Pwani Innovation Week, he's been there. Mahmood, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Hope you guys are well.
We are doing fine. So good to have you here.
Yes.
Okay, so Soilipota Hub has it's become a symbol of innovation. Right?
Yes,
and creativity at the coast region. For those hearing about Pwani Innovation Week for the first time, how would you describe its purpose and what it represents?
I think it is simple. It is a platform that we created to tell good stories of the coast.
Yeah.
And good stories are in technology, innovation, entrepreneurship, humanity, businesses, connections. I think it is a week where we want stories that are positive. We want to celebrate a lot of good things that happen, not necessarily like what happened in Likoni the other day where you had a number of young people wamevamia manyumba, but that is isolated. Unapata hiyo ni moja baina ya stories 1,000. But people love highlighting, especially you guys in the media. I hope, I don't know whether you also like that.
We are all the same.
So that is a story that you love. But I think for us this week is how can we shed a different light of cost.
Yeah.
Give hope to the people who are coming, celebrate, inspire those who are already doing incredible work, and a lot of them are young people.
Yeah.
Kenya is a youthful country. So when I say people, Kenya ni vijana watupu, by the way, because ndio wengi, sisi wazee ni minority. So you'll find very interesting innovation. And when you're talking about innovation, it's important that people should not necessarily connect it to technology.
Yeah.
Innovation is not necessarily technology. Innovation is doing things better, efficiently, creatively.
Yeah.
Because you can decide, maybe I normally cook mahamri, but I put a different flavor. Hiyo pia ni innovation.
Yeah.
Sijatumia technology mahali popote. Ama I have a business. I have every month my cost is 10,000. I've found a way that now instead of spending 10,000, I only spend 7,000, but I even have a better thing. So it means I increase my margin or I reduce the price to my clients. That is innovation.
Yeah.
So it's important when we hear innovation, it should not scare people. It's not technology. Technology is just a small part. And I think where technology comes in, it's only to scale it up, to spread it all over. And nowadays, even a grandma knows how to use WhatsApp.
Yeah.
You do not need to use sophisticated websites and technology. Just taking a simple photo on your of what you cook, for example, or the clothing that you're selling or a product, and then you put it on WhatsApp. That is scaling up using technology. So somebody who is in another part of the world can see, kuna huyu Riziki yuko Kazandani na akona hii product nzuri.
Yeah.
Let me buy it and let me use M-Pesa to pay to him, and then it's delivered.
Yeah.
Maybe to my relative in Nairobi or my relative in Changamwe. So that is what we mean, and that is what we intend. And then we also bring all kinds of people.
Yeah.
From government, both local, that is county government, national government, leaders in business, diplomats. So it's also a one-stop place where you find all the agencies. So for example, you are working on something and you don't know how will I get certification or what path do I need to use.
Yeah.
Then you find all those players who can support you. So it is a space where you come, learn, interact, connect, and grow.
Yeah. How do you think Pwani Innovation Week has evolved over the years, and what kind of impact has it had on the local innovation ecosystem?
One, we over the years, what we've done is we've tried as much as possible to work with stakeholders, build an ecosystem, because I think it's always good to build something that outgrows you. And also not necessarily Swahilipot. So we have a number of partners that we work with, because this partnership and ecosystem is what build entrepreneurs, it's what build innovators, it's what build young people, because they know we have options. There are like 10 organizations being involved in this. So if I cannot reach this organization, I can go to Close the Gap. If not Close the Gap, I can go to YEPI, for example. If not YEPI, I can go to Pwani Youth Network. If not that one, I can go to another one in Kilifi. If not, there's a department in government. So what we strive to do at that time, and I credit a lot on the ecosystem issue to one of our board members, who is she was a former deputy ambassador to UK. It's called Susie Kitchens. She really pushed that ecosystem talk, and we adopted it. So we work with stakeholders, we work within an ecosystem. So it has really grown from 2018 when we started. We were mainly running it as Swahilipot. Now we have more people, more partners coming in.
Yeah.
We have more engagement. We also have a lot to showcase, because at the same time you need to show people who have grown over the years, businesses that have now scaled, and probably like I know StockUp now, they sell in probably over 20 countries in the world, but they started there at Pwani Innovation Week, I think like four years ago. So it's about now celebrating, showcasing as we develop others.
Yeah.
And then now with the partners that are involved, and there are those that have now made it permanent, that every year they know that there is a Pwani Innovation Week.
Yeah.
And I think that is important, because when you have something marked in people's minds and calendars and institutions, knowing that in Pwani we have to attend Pwani Innovation Week. And then secondly, we've also expanded it in terms of our target was the Swahili Coast. Tanzania participates actively, although they have elections, but I've seen a good delegation that came from Tanzania. But we also want to go to Mozambique, which is also a Swahili-speaking nation for many years.
Yeah.
And at some time also we want to go all the way to Somalia, because from Somalia, Kenya, Tanzania, Mozambique, that is the Swahili coast. Our intention is to grow that, but not exclude the rest, because it's the Swahili coast, looking at the economies and then connecting with the rest of the world.
Okay. It's so interesting when during rehearsals, that was on Sunday, I met two young boys from Mandera, It was shocking that they came all the way from Mandera for Pwani Innovation Week, right? And for them, they said that they were here to learn. And if we look at the foundation now, Swahili Pot Hub Foundation, it has positioned young people at the center of its program. How are you ensuring that youth participation goes beyond attendance, that young people actually take part in the shaping of things that are discussed here?
I think if you look at Pan Innovation Week, if you look at Swahili Pot, it's youth centric. Like this whole Innovation Week has been planned, organized. Even the attendance that you're seeing, all of it were mobilized by young people. I think even for me, I've been out of the country actually for some time, and even when I'm here, in fact, some of the programs I'm just going through them today and yesterday. Because I have a lot of confidence in the young people. You just need to allow them. So they have planned it. They are the ones who are showcasing some of the things that they're doing. So, and I think it's also a call to the country. I think our young people are ripe. They can do their work. I think it's only giving the platform and the opportunity and the instruments for them to deliver.
Okay.
Mentor, pwani yetu ilikuwa imelala. Tukisema imelala, na wewe umekuwepo hapa kwa muda mrefu, unajua vile ambavyo kwamba ilikuwa imelala. Kupitia Swahili Pot Hub na hii wiki ya uvumbuzi na ubunifu imejulikana nje. Lakini kwa asilimia tuseme 30 mpaka 40 ya vijana ndio ambao kwamba wanaelewa kipi ambacho kwamba kinafanyika pale kwenye Pwani Innovation Week. Ukiachana na ile kilele chake cha siku ya Ijumaa wakati wa sheshe na pungwe. Ni jitihada gani ambazo kwamba na unawapenda vijana na wa jinsia zote, ni jitihada gani ambazo kwamba zitafanywa kuhakikisha kwamba ile asilimia ambayo kwamba imebaki, si kwamba anatenga maeneo mengine, lakini ya kijana wa Pwani kutoka Lungalunga mpaka Kiunga huko na mpaka tuseme hapa Njukini, ni sehemu ya Pwani, kujaza hiyo asilimia 60 ambayo kwamba imebaki, na wao fikra yao iamke iwe kama hii ambayo kwamba iko hapa Swahili Pot Hub.
Nafikiri changamoto kubwa sana, na ni kitu ambayo tumeanza kuifanyia kazi, ni vipi tutateremsha yani tutapeleka, inaitwa devolving, ni vipi kugatua mambo ambayo unapata hapa Mombasa, iwe utapata katika ile sehemu ya ndani kabisa ya Kilifi, utaipata Tana River, utaipata Lamu mpaka kule Kiunga, na ndio sababu tunatafuta mashirika na watu ambayo wana fikra sawa na sisi, ili kushirikiana na wao, ili huyu kijana asiwe anakuja all the way hapa Mombasa. Hata katika hii Innovation Week, azma yetu ni kuwa na nafikiri mwezi jana tulienda Kilifi Innovation Week. Najua Tana River tulikuwa na wao pia wana plan kufanya kitu. So cha msingi ni vipi tutashirikiana na watu ambayo wametiwa motisha na mambo ambayo wanaona hapa Nairobi ama ulimwengu mzima, and then tushirikiane na wao kuanzisha juhudi kama hizi katika zile sehemu zao, na pia sisi tuwe na presence, iwe tunaenda kule, ili yule kijana ambaye awe kule Tana River asione ni kwa nini mimi pia ni Mkenya lakini mambo yote yafanyika Nairobi ama yafanyika Mombasa. Because mara kwa nini sisi tulitoa na mambo mengi ambayo ilikuwa nafanyika kule Nairobi tukaleta hapa Mombasa, ni kwa sababu tuliona sio haki kumtenga kijana wa Pwani. Lakini sasa pia tukiweka Mombasa peke yake, bado pia yule ambaye ako sehemu ya kule ndani anaona pia naye anatengwa. So cha msingi ni vipi tutashirikiana na watu wenye fikra sawa. Kama saizi ile program yetu ambayo inasapotiwa na Mastercard Foundation, tunataka kufanya Kilifi, Kitui, Nairobi na hapa Mombasa. Na azma yetu pia ni kuangalia kukava hii sehemu yote ya Pwani. Kwa hivyo kuanzia Lamu, Tana River, Taita Taveta, Kwale, pia yote lazima tuhakikishe hizi program zote pia tunazifanya huko.
Okay. Jana tulikuwa na mgeni hapa, nani yule mimi,
Dr. Omwansa.
Omwansa. Akasema na wewe pia umesisitiza hapa kwenye mazungumzo yako ulipoanza kuzungumza kwamba innovation si teknolojia peke yake. Na kuna swala la uchumi samawati, na jana kwenye session ya mchana ni mchana ile ama ilizungumziwa masuala ya samaki na vitu kama hivyo. Kwa hii wiki ambayo kwamba tuko nayo ni sehemu ya fursa ambazo kwamba kwa hapa pwani tuko nayo, lakini haijazamiwa vile ambavyo kwamba inatakiwa. Na uzuri ametajwa hapo mpaka Salim Mvuri ambaye wakati mmoja alikuwa kwenye hiyo wizara.
Ndio.
Ni namna gani ambayo kwamba yule kijana ambaye kwamba anakusikiliza kuweza kutumia zile rasilimali ambazo kwamba tuko nazo kwa mfumo wa teknolojia kuweza kupata faida kutokamana na hizo kwenye hii wiki ambayo kwamba vijana wamekongamana?
No, nafikiri ni kuna mambo mengi. Kwa mfano watu wametaja issues za uchumi samawati. Wajua watu wa mambo ya uchumi samawati tumekuwa tunafanya miaka yote. Ni jina tu imekuja
mpya. Jina jipya.
Kwa sababu ukiangalia nazi tumekuwa tunatumia sehemu yote ya nazi kufanya mambo mengi. Nimekuwa nakula sambusa ya samaki kwa muda mrefu. Kuna wale ambao hapa pwani wanatengeza biscuits za samaki. So ni ile tu kumjulisha mtu, by the way, hapa kuna fursa kubwa, kwa sababu hii ni sekta ambayo haijafanywa kwa ukubwa. Lakini sisi wapwani tumekuwa tunaifanya. Labda tu ni ile kuangalia ni mafunzo gani kwa mfano tunaweza enda Indonesia, kwa sababu wao wanatumia kwa mfano seaweed, wamefanyia uvumbuzi na wanafanya mambo mengi zaidi. Ni vipi tunaweza chukua baadhi ya watu wetu waende wanaona nini kule Indonesia, ama tulete wale wako wameexcel Indonesia waje hapa, alafu from ile experience yao na wao pia waone watafanya vitu vizuri zaidi. So nafikiri kitu muhimu kwangu wanasema ni exposure. Kupatia mtu fursa ya kuangalia sehemu zingine za ulimwengu wanafanya nini, ili na wewe pia uone labda hapa kuna kitu mimi nimeona hii haina faida, lakini inaonekana huku wakiongeza kitu fulani hata inaleta uchumi wake ni mkubwa zaidi kushinda hii ambayo mimi nimefikiria. So sana ni ile exposure na kuendelea kupeana fursa na kuelimishana, because kama kuna kitu muhimu sana ambayo pia tunafanya wakati huu ni tunataka ule kijana ambaye anakuja aweze kupata skills extra, ama aone kitu tofauti ambayo atajifunza, kisha arudi aende akaitekeleze, akaifanyie kazi, na sana siku ifanyia kazi aitengeze pesa, kwa sababu as long as haumuoneshi mtu kuwa hii kitu itaniwekea chakula kwa meza, then haina faida.
And of course, now you recently you're in Brazil with a group of youth from Soilipota Foundation. Could you share more about that experience going to Brazil, the reason for the mission for going to Brazil, and what lessons the team brought back?
I think we are part of a larger community. The community is in about 12 countries or 12 communities. I think we have 3 communities in Africa, and a 4th one is being created in Morocco. So it's in Senegal, South Africa, Kenya, and Tanzania. And then we have Colombia, Brazil, Mexico, and then the other communities are in India. We have a community in India. There are like 3 communities because it's also a large country and continent. And then in the US we have LA and New Orleans. So this community being coordinated by Aspen Institute has been one of the key things that we do. We convene every year. 3 years ago we hosted them in Mombasa. Last year we were hosted in India. This year we were hosted in Brazil. And one of the key reasons why I went with all young people is there's a difference when you travel out of the country. Some of them were just acquired their passports and they were traveling for the first time. And you can see not only the excitement, but once you go there, you interact with young people from other parts of the world, it opens up your mind. There are things that probably you take for granted, but then you realize, but I actually have people who go through the same or worse challenges, but they're still resilient. They're still finding a way to make it happen. So the exposure part, and also they get enlightened, they get inspired by other young people who are even coming from tougher conditions, and then you also see how things are done in a different way. You get to appreciate other countries as well, both how their political system works, the economics, and I think this is one of the experiences that I wish a lot of them, when they come back, they bring it here. And from those that we have traveled with for the last 4 years, I've seen a tremendous change.
Yeah.
Even that mindset shift is there, and even the way they start doing things is different. And I think, and for me, I'm a big proponent, even within the community. I've been pushing for exchange programs, so that you have young people from India, they come stay in Mombasa here for a month. We take our people from Mombasa to Mexico, for example, they stay for a month. They see what the other people, young people, are doing there, and they're able to get to not copy paste, but get certain things and contextualize them for the Mombasa or Kenya setting. So to me, Brazil was a great experience. Apart from the weather, at times it changed suddenly and became very cold, but it was very good. And I wish that some of the young people can come here and speak for themselves on how their experience was traveling, interacting, and even talking to people. In Brazil, they are all speaking Portuguese. Very few speak English. But people were conversing on translate. And life was going on. But it also pushed now a lot of the Brazilians, since they've made friends, they want to learn English. And I'm sure some of our people here will learn Portuguese.
Definitely.
And it's important that we also learn extra languages.
Yeah, it is. What was your take home from Brazil?
I think generally, it's a very organized country. The infrastructure is on another level. Public transport is good. Cleanliness, order, it's run properly.
Okay.
I think the only challenge with Brazil that people don't talk a lot about is it's like there's no middle class. The gap between the rich and the poor is one of the highest. So the economy is very strong and vibrant, but controlled by very few people. And the blacks still suffer. They are almost 56% of the population, but they still have go through the same challenges of racism and discrimination. They are disenfranchised, all those things. But generally, I think the country is wealthy. It has really grown. But I think those smaller details of who owns what, where it is run by a few, maybe 5%, 1%, I think that is the only challenge.
Okay. Now let's look at your personal journey and consistency. So away from leadership, you've been quite vocal about personal journey and consistency. And I think we had this conversation earlier on in the year. And what stands out is your fitness journey, your fitness routine this year. What inspired you to start, and what has kept you going?
I think it is one, results. Results resolve, and then you focus.
Okay.
Because once you have a purpose, you've decided that is the direction I'm taking, and you're not just taking a direction blindly. You've decided to take that direction because you want certain results. For example, I know that one of the biggest challenges or one of the causes of major illnesses is weight. It's what we eat. So if you want to be healthy, then you need to reduce your weight. You need to check, what do you eat? You need to sleep. In fact, one thing that people take for granted, even more than exercise, it is sleep. Do you sleep 8 hours a day? So you must deliberately decide to shut off a lot of things. You sleep, you eat well, you eat the right times, you eat the right quantities. not the way we've been. I almost said African way, but Africans have always been healthy. Where you eat an ugali 5 kgs with mboga, a drop of mboga.
Yes.
So we take a lot of carbs, while we've always been taught, even within our cultures, is how do you balance. Even in Islam, you're told you put a small portion for food, a small portion for water, and the other third you leave it for air, for breathing. So when you're going to eat, you don't eat until you want to drop dead. You can't even breathe. So it's about the when you want to be somewhere, you look at what are the important things. And for fitness journey, I think the most important is what you eat. For me, I stopped taking sugar, and I've seen the difference. I've reduced carbs. I don't eat at night. My last meal, if I'll have, is around 6. If I must eat at night, it's only when I'm traveling, I'm invited, or when I've not, like yesterday, I just realized that I had not taken proper lunch and breakfast, and I was supposed to take some medicine, so I was told after food. So I had to go and get some protein, some good fish, and salad. So it depends with what you eat. But and then on the exercise, I think we started going to Mama Ngina to run, jog, and do some cardio exercises. We started a few of us. Now it has grown. Now there's a bigger team. Today I did not go because I was planning to be here. But the team is there, and it's a big team. And I think that is what we want. So that you go there for you, not for other people. And once you know why you are doing it, there are those that are like Rukia Janwala. Rukia is going for the exercises to gain some weight. Because she says, if I exercise, then I have appetite. On a normal day, she cannot eat. So you need to know yourself, and then know what works for you. And probably you also consult a physician or a fitness coach. But the bottom line is, I think diet is important.
And in case you're wondering, Rukia is the head of partnership at Swahili Pots Health Foundation. Most people, when they begin workouts, I'll compare this to January. Okay, well, with January, there are a lot of people set goals. It's a fitness goal. And when you go to the gym, most of the time the trainer will tell you, most people drop off in February and March, right? With you, there has been some level of consistency. What has kept you going, and also what has changed in you ever since you got on this fitness journey?
No, I think when I believe strongly, if you want results, you must sacrifice, and it's not easy. It's not easy that you wake up and then all of a sudden you leave sugar. Or you go to places, people are having very nice meals. You unasema, no, mimi I can't eat. And they even influence you, but just one day. But I think when you remember, why am I doing this? I think that will direct you. Chicha Harith, when he's asked, why are you in this fitness? There are those that say, wanataka abs. But Chicha anasema when he is 80 years old, he doesn't want to be a burden. Anatembea na mkongojo ama hawezi kumove. Because if you are on this fitness journey, then it means you even age with energy, because you can still support yourself. You can still do a lot of things for yourself. But most important, nobody wants to be going to the hospital all the time. And if you do this, you're actually avoiding hizo, ingawa mambo ya Mungu ni mingi, unajua unaweza fanya, lakini Mungu naye ana mpangilio yake. But also there's an effort that you are doing. Na moja ni ile tu kuwa fit. And there's no debate about fitness na tumbo kama hii akina Salim Barisa. Kila tumbo ikiwa kubwa, then una shida nyingi. Because magonjwa mingi yatokana kwa tumbo. So ukiweza kupunguza ama kuangalia ile chakula unakula, guaranteed utakuwa sawa. Kwa nini watu wa magonjwa ya sukari wanawepatiwa mila, wanaambia usitumie hii, usitumie hii, mafuta nini,
wacha mafuta, chumvi punguza.
So ni kwa sababu hiyo, na wewe sio lazima uwe na sukari ndio uache barisa. Anza kuacha sasa, punguza hizi vitu.
Mimi naambiwa.
That is direct. You have been targeted, by the way. You have been targeted, and this is not the first time he's saying that. So alia na sikio nae.
Mwanamsikivu haambiwi sana.
That one. Let's look at if I'm comparing fitness and leadership, do you find any connection between that personal discipline and your approach to leadership or youth mentorship at Soil Potter Foundation?
I think it is what we are doing with fitness is exactly how life is.
Okay.
Because for you to succeed in life, you must deny yourself certain things that your desires. I want to sleep, but you're supposed to be here by 6. So why do you wake up at 5 yourself, Barisa, and everybody else, Akina Chrome, Akina Brian? Because you need certain results. You can't work while hautaki, wewe ni mvivu, unaambiwa ajizi ni nyumba ya njaa. So you must sacrifice. Na sacrifice comes, there is sleep, there is the desires that you want, ile chakula. So ukiwa kazini kuna a lot of sacrifices unafanya. Wakati mwingine you are dealing with all kinds of people from all areas. How do you react when these people annoy you or when they do things that are not right? You need to remember that here I'm in a professional place, so there are certain things I cannot do. Akinipiga ngumi na mshtaki kwa HR, mimi simpigi ngumi. Akifanya kitu fulani ya kuvuka mipaka, I also need to understand them, because pia saa zingine watu wanakuja na kila aina ya maneno. So there's a lot of compromise, there's a lot of sacrifice, there's a lot of goal setting. Because I need to know that what are my tasks today. Either nimezipitia jana usiku ama leo. There's a lot of consulting, there's a lot of lobbying amongst your friends, talking to your friends, learning, a lot of listening. In fact, wale wao wanasikiza sana, wanafaulu sana. Kuna wakati mwingine unasikiza tu, unasikiza wenzako na unajifunza kila siku. So bila kuwa na ile discipline yako, consistency, you have to be there every day. Leo nimekuja namwambia Chrome, you're always there, because I always find her here.
She is.
So kuna certain things ambazo for you to be the best, you have to be consistent. Keep doing it.
Okay.
You might not get results today, but eventually Raudha atakwambia itajipa. Eventually.
And as the chief mentor of Soil Potter Foundation, what's your bigger vision for the foundation and for young innovators that you are nurturing?
I think for me is to continue growing a bigger network, to build an institution that outlives all of us. Because my intention is, in a few years, I'm not there. I'm somewhere si lazima niende kwa shamba. Nazaenda kutafuta venture ingine ya kufanya.
You said you wanted to do farming this year.
You can still do farming, but I need something busy. And na ile ina challenge akili pia. So we need to build systems that outlive all of us. We need to construct things that will be there in 100 years. Not thinking about miaka miwili, miaka mitatu. What foundation, in fact that is a foundation we want to put, so that mtoto wako, your daughter, what is her name? Saumu na mtoto wa Saumu watakuja kusema kulikuwa na Swahili Pot FM, kulikuwa na Swahili Pot, na hii baba zangu pia walipitia hapa. Na ni kwa sababu we have put the systems, we have invested in the future, because and I think that's why for me I will have the best sleep once I have built a youth community center in a 20-acre piece of land somewhere here in Coast within Kwale Kilifi, where it will be a place where young people feel safe, young people feel nurtured. We build their sports gifts that they have. we give them an opportunity to come and connect. In fact, Swahili Pot, but in probably 100-fold, but in a center that sustains itself. It does not depend on grants. It earns money. It brings that money back to the community.
Yeah.
And I think that's, to me, will be the ultimate time to say now, I once I've given this to the Kenyans and the young people of the coast and Africa probably, then unaweza sema sasa wacha niende nipande farasi mahali, but then nikiweza kupata shamba kubwa nikae na farasi kadhaa nipumzike, mnakuja kunitembelea.
You will. Tasi tunataka kuenjoy
kupanda mgongo wa farasi.
Of course.
Hata kama ni wewe si ni wako, ni wetu.
Yeah.
Farasi.
So Mentor, if you were to sum up your journey, both personal and professional, in one word or phrase, what would it be and why?
My journey has been, by the way, it's not easy. A lot of patience. Subra.
Yeah.
Yes. Nafikiri ndio word mzuri.
Subra.
Patience. Subra.
And what lessons have you learned along the way?
We need everybody. We need everybody. And at times they will disappoint you, but 1 year down the line they will make it up to you. Yeah.
So don't burn bridges.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we tend to burn bridges a lot.
Yes. The people that probably will have really annoyed me, but I have been patient with them. But fast forward a couple of years ago, they're the ones who hold certain keys that I need. Yeah, and vice versa.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Hebu irudie.
No, we have people that annoy us completely, or they do things that you don't even want to see them. And then you fast forward a couple of years ahead, you find them in places and positions where they hold the key to your success and happiness. So if that time ulivuka mipaka kwa hasira, unless naye ana utulivu, anaweza kukuletea shida nyingi sana.
Hata fungua
but ukiwa umefunga macho tu na ukamwambia hewalla, it's okay. Mimi sina shida.
That's my take home today. Yeah, because some of us really burn bridges.
Umechoma sana inaonekana.
Si sana.
Wewe daraja umezivunja.
Si sana. What's your message to young people from the coast who might feel like opportunities are limited? And how can they tap into spaces now like Pwani Innovation Week to change that narrative?
I think one, yes, they're limited, but they just need somebody thinking out of the box. And solutions are within us. You are in Ganze. Look at your area. What can I do different? And travel. Toka Ganze. Toka vuka Mariakani. Nenda Nairobi. Tafuta tu siku. Tafuta njia. Najua saa zingine watu wanasema ni ngumu. But pesa ya mgoka mnapata. So the same way unasave pesa ndogo ndogo. Hebu jaribu kutafuta fursa. Ingiana na mashirika. Ingiana na watu spaces kama Swahili Pot. Tafuta fursa ya kuenda nje. Angalia watu enda hata Kibra. Angalia Kibra Nairobi wanafanya nini. Vuka Kisii huko. Siku hizi vijana wakipewa fursa ile wameandikwa kazi, anaambiwa kazi yako iko, na nitapeana mfano mdogo. Kuna kitu tumekuwa tunafanya na hawa IPZ. So unasema kazi iko hapa Kilifi, Ghariba atakuelezea. Mtu hataki kutoka Changamu aende Mtwapa Kilifi kwa hizo IPZ. Na watu wanatoka Kakamega, Bungoma wanaenda kuchukua hizo kazi. Ndio itakuwa ni kazi na kulipa pesa kidogo, but usiangalie ile pesa kidogo, angalia mafunzo ile itakupatia. Because ile mafunzo na interaction na ile uvumilivu ndio itakupatia wewe masomo na mafunzo ya kwenda kufanya kitu kingine nzuri zaidi. But ikiwa unaketi tu unasubiri ati ile 15,000 kidogo sana, tasurvive vipi 15,000? You need to go na hiyo 15,000 ukasurvive huko Mtwapa. Tafuta nyumba ya shilingi 2,000 and then ngangana na maisha. and then slowly ile wakati unang'ang'ana na maisha utapata mafunzo fulani. Mimi nakumbuka mara ya kwanza nikienda na Nairobi, nilikuwa naishi Kibra. Kuna wakati inafika asubuhi una shilingi 50 peke yake, haujui utakula lunch ama utarudi vipi nyumbani. Na saizi uko Kibra na unaenda kazi. Nilikuwa naenda kazi pale GPO Kenyatta Avenue, but niling'ang'ana miezi 6 mwaka mmoja, na hiyo ilibidi. Unajua wakati binadamu vile ameumbwa hutafuta njia ya kusurvive bora ya halali. Ukiambiwa sasa kusurvive, sasa usiuze madawa ya kulevya, usidhulumu mtu, but there are ways Mwenyezi Mungu anafungua. Ukiwa unaamini Mungu na unajituma, unajisukuma, itajipa eventually.
I like that.
Yeah.
Itajipa. And finally, before we let you go, we lost Baba.
Yes.
And I know we haven't had a conversation on that. And you're one of the people who, your generation,
Yes.
must have really felt it, unlike the rest of the wengine wetu.
Najua wengi wenu hata ukiongea na majenzi wanashindwa, kwani baba ananisaidia na nini? Ni ile tu kwa sababu hawawezi kurelate baba ameleta nini. Baba alisacrifice mambo mengi sana, kuanzia siku za Moi akifungwa karibu miaka 6 gerezani, akisneak out through border ya Tanzania, na hii yote, hii shida yote, alikuwa anaweza keti akakaa na bibi yake wakajienjoy, but he was doing this, anataka certain freedoms zije kwetu. Na eventually kama katiba, ile mtu ambaye alisukuma sana hii katiba ambayo tunayo ni baba. Na hii katiba ndio imeleta ugatuzi, hii katiba ndio imeleta freedom. Kuna wakati ilikuwa hawezi ongea vile unaongea saizi Kenya hii. Kuna wakati hawezi kufanya mambo mengi ambayo tunafanya sahizi. Mimi in fact wanaambia watu siku zote, kama kuna regret niko nayo, I wish baba angeruhusiwa awe rais baada ile katiba mpya. Na alishinda kweli, alirushwa. Hata ile 2007 sisi kwenda vitani ni kwa sababu baba alishinda, lakini kulikuwa na mambo ya kuzima taa ile ya usiku ya kufanya mambo ya maajabu. So if we really had baba, the good thing with him, he believes in human rights, he believes in constitutionalism. And I think one blunder that we did after the promulgation of the constitution in 2010, we did not have people who believed in this katiba. They actually fought against it. So hata wakati wa kuweka ugatuzi, one of the things ambazo ilikuwa hata hiyo time ilikuwa inafaa ipotee ni kutokuwa na provincial administration. But watu walisema, kwa sababu wale ambao walikuwa pale kwa central government waliona hapana, hii nguvu bado tu maintain, they found a way to retain it. But if it was baba, I believe ugatuzi ingekuwa imetekelezwa ile kisawa fully. And then naye pia ana hikma yake. You see, when the country was almost burning, unajua watu wanachukulia lightly what happened wakati wa Gen Z. For him to go back and say afadhali ni support rais wa sasa, aliconsider vitu vingi sana. Na baadaye ndio watu wanakuja wanaambiwa mtakuja kuona hikma yake baadaye. So yeye huwa nasema he was the best example of the country above himself. So mara mingi alikuwa ako tayari arudi nyuma, but kuwe na amani. Watu wanachukulia amani for granted. They need to learn from wale, hata vijana wa Somalia wa sasa hawajui. Waulize wale ambao walitoka wakati kulikuwa na fujo huko. Congo, they've never known peace for a very long time. Sudan yenyewe saizi imesambaratika. Nchi za Kiarabu zote ni kama hazieleweki. So you need to go and see how refugees live. Ndio saa zingine unaona kuna certain freedoms ambazo tunazo hatutazichukulia hivi kwa urahisi. Na ndio nafikiri baba, when it came a time that he needed to make a decision, he made that decision that he made because it was the better decision for us. Wengi wataona hapana alifaidika, but he sacrificed a lot yeye mwenyewe. Hata ile kurudi nyuma kusema no, twendeni tufanye kazi pamoja, it's for the sake of the country. And Mungu unajua ana mipangilio yake, but saa zingine unaona wakati ukienda ndio watu wanaanza kurealize kumbe alikuwa na umuhimu fulani. But we pray for him. He was a good baba. He was a baba for all of us. In fact, I remember in 2012 I actually headed Friends of Raila in the Coast. I believed in him for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you still do.
Yes, I still do.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That is our chief mentor, Mahmood Noor. He is the chief mentor at Soilipotab Foundation. And you know what? As we wrap up this conversation, we want you to show up and be part of Pony Innovation Week. You've had some of the conversations that we'll be having today. And of course, Chief Mentor is one of the speakers today. Grab yourself a ticket. Log on to ponyinnovationweek.com and get yourself a ticket. See you there later on. And also in a bit, we'll be speaking to the Belgium ambassador, Peter Maddens, and we'll be looking at different issues, also his personal journey as an ambassador. Stay tuned. Good morning.